Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of December 2021. I do want to thank you so much for joining me. Feeling quite dramatic in your energy. Not afraid to be in the spotlight, even if I'm a little bit awkward all the meanwhile at times. Anyways, I don't know why that's coming out. But anyways, yeah, there's just a hint of drama, but a lot of confidence exuding from your energy already. So welcome, welcome. If you haven't yet, do like, comment, and subscribe. Join this Taurus community. If you haven't done so already, show your love and support however you wish. If you're looking to book a personal reading with myself, I more than recommend it. The information's down below. Just shoot me an email and I'll get that started for you. But don't forget to check out your own, your other placements within your individual chart for more messages. You just never know. And let's see here. If you're here to hear about a Taurus, of course, you're more than welcome to join. But as I make a little bit of a mess, create a little bit of noise, bear with me. Wow, I feel like that happened for a reason. Let's see what else we have to say. That's it. Let's get started. We're going to begin by pulling the first messages from the Soul's Journey deck. Look what was left behind. Wow. Maybe there's keywording. Maybe you want to leave a level of success that could come to be behind, but there is a guaranteed amount of success with a situation that you're debating on continuing. And one that, for some of you, if you have two different jobs going on, or two different career situations, one you're debating on leaving, it feels like one is meant to be successful regardless, that you know you're not going to leave behind. Interesting. Regardless, there's just an amount of success that you're meant to achieve at this point. This came out in a weekly read I just did, but you do need to have patience with certain energies. The amount of stress that could just be surrounding you or in the air at this time. Wow, yeah. I feel like a lot of you are empathic. Now that may help you with your work that you produce. You know, like I have Taurus in my Mars and I produce this channel. And as my arm slips, again, going back to that little bit of awkwardness, you're meant to be successful with however you use your empathy or your empathic abilities. You're meant to be successful, even if that gets in the way at times. Very interesting. And you notice how like I was a bit awkward, my arm slipped, things weren't perfectly put in this intro, the beginning, and I'm not starting over. I'm continuing, I'm persevering, I'm pushing past it. I'm making the best out of it, I'm laughing through it. And I feel like you're going to have to do that in the month of December. Light purple. Okay, so there's a focus on your success, your spirituality, your royalty, but in a lighter, sort of less chaotic, weighed down kind of way. That's how that's coming through. You desire change. All the meanwhile, you're very proud of all you've overcome. Very proud of all of the changes you've made possible up until this point. Even if everything isn't perfect or isn't 100% clear, you're making friends in the work environment, or you find that friends are treating you with financial, how do I put this? They're gifting you stuff. You know, it could find that this level of friendship. It could even come through in family, you know, but it feels like friends are buying you a drink when you're out, or friends are treating you in one way, shape, or form, gifting you something for the holidays. You're very damn proud. Like you strut into the room and own that confidence. And it's like at times it may not be 100% there, that pride or that confidence, but it's more there than you think. It's like your over the top sort of drama kind of confidence. Please don't take that offensively. When it's minimalized, it's still present. Surrender. Wow, I love your energy. I have been drinking a Red Bull today, so bear with me. Yeah, so I can release my need to control. I feel like you desire more control in a work environment, but it is what it is. Let it go. You know, you don't need it. You want it, right? And at the end of the day, it might be hard to hear the hard truths, but they're meant to come towards you so you can sort of release what needs to be released and make the best out of a situation. I feel like that's, for a lot of you, pertaining to the work situation that you are trying to make the best out of or debating whether it has a place in your future. For some of you, it doesn't, you know, but you know it's going to benefit you financially or just in a lot of other ways. for at least the meantime, you know, for the next couple months or the next year or whatever the case may be. But then there's something you're doing on the side. I feel like it's going to be so damn successful. Feels like your own little business. Going back to my channel. Um, but yeah, you just need to surrender to the way things are meant to unravel, a going with the flow kind of vibe. Feeling like your analytical mind could take over at certain points and make you want to sort of overanalyze, you know, figure something out, you know, try to find an equation to how things are meant to unravel or why something came to be or failed or why someone works the way they do in your midst. Let it go. Surrender. You don't need to fully understand it. There's a focus on your imagination, you manifesting what you desire at this time, feeling very powerful, even in certain ways, although meanwhile you're desiring more power in a situation that you aren't destined to acquire power in. I hope that makes sense, and I feel like for a lot of you it won't until you make your way through the month. It's this mix of this split vibe about you where you're very strong, very bold, very confident, but all the meanwhile you're very calm, cool, and collected, very mature. And some people might not understand as to how you can be both ways. Or for some of you, it could go from week to week or day to day where you're feeling this way and then this way, and then, you know what I mean? It's going to confuse people at times, but then you're just like, I got multiple sides of me. I got a lot going on. I feel like a lot of you won't have time to breathe or to rest as much as you normally would. It's a busy end to the year for you. Going on a lot of rants, do tread carefully with them. You could overshare or just over-explain something in a lot of ways. And I was thinking at first oversharing towards coworkers, your boss, or people that work for you, but it also could come through as you oversharing in the midst of talking to clientele or a customer. Tread carefully. You don't want that to backfire in any way, shape, or form. All right, we're pulling 6 from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Damn, I feel like you can handle all that you have on your plate. Do you see how all of the 6 just came out at once? Things are happening for you, okay? Please trust that. Surrender to that. Ace of Swords, there is a chance you could overthink, once again, what's taking place or what lies ahead or even the past. You find that your spiritual connection is bringing a lot back to you, mentally, dream-wise, or just daydream-wise, while you're at work, from past financial investments or past jobs. You do desire a fresh start. Do you see how it got a little bit somber? Again, look closely. There isn't an equation to how successful you're meant to be, or how to acquire that, or how to achieve your goals, your dreams. It's just going to happen. Keep putting in the hard work, or minimize some of which if need be, but work smarter, not harder at times. There's someone in your midst that shows you that that can be done, even if you feel like they could work a little bit harder. Interesting. But you're learning a lot this month. I mean, not only just downloads when it comes to a fresh start you desire or your future in general, or maybe even about the past, but when it comes to your happily ever after, learning new knowledge as well when it comes to your job. Maybe at times too much and it's like, it's overwhelming. Thank you. Please step back. I'm a self-taught kind of individual, or I just need a moment to breathe. Justice. So you begin the month of December and there is a focus on your justice. You're getting a taste of it. You may not even fully expect this even after watching this reading. You could find that you have heavy Libra in your chart or be dealing with one, or just feel like you are doing a lot of reflecting, all the meanwhile exuding that King of Cups, sort of peaceful emotional energy, but all the meanwhile it's a little bit dramatic once again. Don't hate me for being okay with the attention, regardless of which side of me wants to be shown. At times, again, it could feel like all of which is surfacing at the same time. I feel the need to clarify this one. What else do we have for justice? You might be keeping things very secretive, and so therefore tread carefully with the rants. You don't want to share something you meant to keep to yourself for at least the time being, or just in general. Wow, the Tower in reverse. There's a situation that I'm not picking it up, but again, work smarter, not harder. You will find that a situation that is not meant to end just yet, or won't end in general. For a lot of you, it will in the future, but not yet. You're gaining a level of justice, financial reward, people just noticing how successful you're meant to be, and it causing you to do a level of reflection but in a positive light. You also just, again, desiring a fresh start and getting abundance in regards to that. Or you could find that you desire a fresh start in another way. And in a situation that's not ending yet, you're getting a level of abundance. You could be working in a very noisy environment, but I do feel like you'll be celebrating with friends, spending money at the beginning of the month. Or thinking about, doing so or having to decline that. But things are falling into place, aligning. We have the 3 and then a 4, although they're different elements. Knight of Swords, you passionately wanting to go after that level of justice. You get a taste of it and it motivates you to keep going. Wow, I'm sorry if that came out a bit abrupt or in the wrong way. The noise got to me. Surrender your need to control once again. And that's coming out for a reason as I pick up the 2 of Cups. It has to do with a person you work with or you're wrapped up with financially. It could be someone you live with, and also could be someone you work with. It could be both. 2 different people, okay? A focus on it. That's why the number 2 is coming out. Very interesting. 7 of Swords. That's in the middle of the first half of the month. Just don't stress it. Focus on the success, the justice that you had a taste of, or focus on other connections that are more positive. Allow for those 2 people to be a reminder of the way you don't want to be. Does that make sense? After you're passing or exiting the first part of the month where you're doing an immense amount of reflecting. So it could continue. That's the second time the 7 of Swords is coming out. Again, I saw it at the bottom of that deck before. You finish up the first half of the month being very secretive, feeling maybe a little bit feisty. There's someone in your energy who, even if they're not shouting at the top of their lungs, their energy is. Again, you could be very empathic or just sensitive to energy in general. You want them to calm down, all right? You may be the peace in a situation, even if you're feeling overly sort of energetic yourself or just finding it hard to breathe. It's like, how is the empath in the situation the one who's meant to calm others down? Because you get the energy, how energy can be difficult. You just feel as if they may have more on their plate, but they asked for it. Interesting. I don't know how that pertains to you. You might find that somebody in your living situation is so damn noisy. I can relate. I get it. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. There's a completion you desire and it's not happening yet once again. It's aligned with the Justice card, and that was one of the clarifiers was the Tower in reverse to remind you. There's a focus on your happily ever after and how overwhelming it's been up until this point, right? Getting a taste of justice once again to begin the second half of the month in regards to your family or the family you desire, the financial comfort you desire. I feel like a lot of you are thinking about how there are people more successful than you. Don't compare, okay? It reminds me of myself in this channel, and I feel like I'm speaking about myself too much, but you might also find that you're doing just that. I, at times, want to compare my success after the time I've done this. I've been working, diligently towards it. And at times I long for more success. The 2 of Wands I'm looking at, makes me a little bit emotional, and I can't help but compare myself to other channels. Don't do that, okay? A reminder to myself and to you, because we're drawn to this reading. Don't compare yourself, as I lose my breath, to other people's successes up until this point. There's other things they've dealt with that you don't know about, and they may not end up going as far as you in the end. You never know. The 9 of Cups. So you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, and damn, you are jumping for joy, motivated to jump out of bed. There's so much glow about you. It's attracting success, excuse me. It's attracting just energies towards you, new connections being aligned with the 2 of Cups. There's those energies that you don't feel very drawn to, or you feel like they are very different from you, even if they're very noisy. I feel like there's one that's really noisy, one that's just very stressed. And I feel like the noisy one's stressed as well. So just a lot of stressful energy around you. They want to be around you. They want more of you because of that glow. Look at the 9 of Cups. Right? You jump out of bed in the morning to do what you need to do. You may not have a choice because you have a busy schedule, but you are motivated. You're rewarded with, again, more abundance. The universe communicating, Taurus, you're meant to succeed in a lot of ways. This situation, as long as you proceed with it, will be successful, will bring you financial comfort to the extent of how much effort you put towards it. But then again, there's a reminder to not force it, right? Don't force connections as well. Don't overshare with your boss or your employees. It's coming out again. A very colorful month for the most part. It feels like the end of both halves of the month, not as colorful. But regardless, it's just you realizing how successful you're meant to be, or remembering. You're skilled and people know that, and it just comes easily to at times. And someone else feeling at certain points of the month, especially in the middle of the second half, that you could put in more effort or take something more seriously, but it's not the case. It's you just not feeling the need to overly stress like they would or someone else would. Just do what you got to do. The results will be proof enough, right? I don't see a Taurus being at risk of losing their job in any way, shape, or form. It feels like the ball's in your court. Wow. So Two of Pentacles, once again, you finish up the month and the year doing a lot of debating, a lot of juggling once again, a lot of deciding between what's right for you, what's not, who's right for you, who's not. Maybe looking up online, new investments like a car or an apartment, a house, something of the sort. Maybe even small purchases. But it feels like you are a lot of you are juggling between a business and another career choice, or two different jobs. Could be up to three. But this is the Two of Pentacles, okay? So we have the number 22 coming out with the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles here. But this is in line with the Two of Swords. There's a lot you're deciding between or figuring out within one's Taurus analytical mind that you're not sharing with everybody. You don't feel the need to. Like, keep your nose out of my business. Thank you. Although you will feel like at the end of both halves of the month, you are in the spotlight. Understandably so. Do you see the energy I'm exuding? This is the way you're going to be coming off. It can be a lot at times to certain people, but they can take a seat. Let me shine. I've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. Wow. You might find that certain people are very nosy when it comes to whether they're meaning well or not. Very nosy, very outspoken when it comes to what you're trying to invest in or debating on, or the decisions you're about to make moving forward in the new year within your career. You keep that level of secrecy if you feel the need to keep things more simplistic or not, overcomplicate things. From the Making Magic deck, I just looked at the Knight of Pentacles in a completely different deck. I feel like things aren't moving slowly anymore in a situation like a business that once was. That's a huge level of justice and abundance. Ooh, a fantastic party or event, the Festival card. Very interesting. You have to let me know how that pertains to you. Someone's going on a date, and I feel like that's tying into your finances. Someone's treating you. Or you might be treating somebody else. Power symbol, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. Going back to energy, being empathic or just sensitive to energy. A need to cleanse your energy, as it's truly a month and a time for you to shine. You create the energetic resonance for golden opportunities as you attract so much success, abundance, and opportunities that are meant for you and only you. Beautiful. So damn proud of you. So I hope this reading was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and join this Taurus community if you haven't done so already. I hope you have an amazing month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Taurus.